emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call, the final order report from Green Brain Comics.
Howdy, Brainiacs. It's time for Last Call, your one-stop preview for next month's best comics, and your last chance to pre-order before the print runs are locked and loaded. I am Dan Merritt, Chief Purchasing Officer here at Green Brain Comics, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on what's hitting our shelves starting Wednesday, June 10th. And a heads up to pre-order by this Sunday, May 17th at midnight. The final order report and Green Brain Comics are proudly powered by Comichub. Check out Comichub online at comichub.com or grab the mobile app for Android and iPhone. Create an account or log into your existing one to order, pay securely, and make sure you never miss an issue. Today I'll be using Comichub to spotlight items from this week's Last Call for Confirmed Orders carousel. Let me show you around a little bit. Let me back up here. Behind the orange banner is anything that we may have for you in store already waiting for you to pay for and pick up or have us ship out. Behind the green banner is all the menus that we will be looking at today. Let's click through there. You see at the top, you could search all items. That's over 5,000 different items in the current active catalogs. Below that is preview pages for some of those books. Then we have search arriving soon. That is a menu of all the items that we are receiving in the store this coming Wednesday. And you can reserve from those items. Below that is the search orders due Sunday last call menu. That's the one we will be using today. But first, let me scroll down and show you a couple more things. You can search events, that's crossovers, big things that are happening in the big companies. You got manga and you got collected editions. Those are all ways to filter exactly what you want to get to in Comichub. Let's click through Last Call here. Once you see that, you can scroll top to bottom now. You got thumbnails for all the cover artwork. This is an alphabetical listing. You can also use the red buttons to filter to the exact letter that you're looking for. And we've got drop downs for publisher, category, brand, etc. All right, now that I've shown you around, let me first show you some of the new books that are on Last Call this week for Small Press Comics. And the first thing we'll show you this week is for Archie Comics' 85th anniversary. This is Archie All-American All-Stars. This is a one-shot with an A cover by Dan Parent. A B cover also by Dan Parent featuring the new character first appearance of soccer star Eternity Fields. That all drops on June 10th. That's the one from Archie Comics. Moving over to Bad Idea. We've got the third issue of Hab number 3. From Joshua Dysart, Bill Sienkiewicz, David Lapham with a Charlie Adler cover. Also a second issue of Olympus Saga Megalith. The series just debuted this last week with beautiful art from Louis LaRosa and a script by Matt Kint. We've also got new printings of Ordained number 0, this called The Machine. And a 6th printing of number 1 and a 4th printing of number 2, Ordained from Rob Venditti, Trevor Harrison. Mad Cave offers up a 17th issue of Flash Gordon, that swashbuckling sci-fi superhero written by Dan Abnett, internal pages by Manuel Garcia, and a Joe Quinones cover. Speed Racer number 9, Alessio Zano cover. And available on June 24th from Antarctic Press, it's The Cryptid Core number 2. As well as Pounds of Power, this from and inspired by comedian Ralphie May. Oni Press presents Destination Kill number 2. First issue was a good time. I enjoyed that. This has got art by Joe Palmer on this A cover. And now presented through Prana Publishing, it's American Mythology Productions' Return of the Living Dead, The Untold Tales of Tarman. This is the first issue of an event fans have been waiting for since Diamond originally solicited this way back in the day. We got an A cover from Kyle Hotz, Tim Seeley, Roy Alan Martinez, and Buzz Hassan. Ooh, we got one from Paul Maitland, Tarman. It's Return of the Living Dead, Untold Tales of Tarman number 1, available on June 10th from American Mythology, Prana. Titan Publishing puts out the second issue of Conan and Dragon Arrow, this 7-issue team-up by Luca Enoch, Stefano Vietti, with interior pages by Lorenzo Nutti and an A cover by Fernando Danino. Ships on June 10th. And debuting from Titan Publishing, Hard Case Crime series, this is Gun Honey Doubles Down. This first issue features an Art Germ cover on A, an Adam Hughes cover on B, and a Yasmin variant on this F cover. Gun Honey Doubles Down. Words. There it is. Tokyo Pop, Far Cry, Cull the Herd, number 6. And from Vault Comics, they return to the Excommunicated series from Jeremy Robinson, Tiago Palma, and a new cover by Flaviano, available on June 17th. And capping off the small press, this is Street Fighters Masters. Ken, this one shot features Ken Masters, who is a man on a mission, one of redemption. Now, Ken has tracked down the man who destroyed his life, the Shadaloo agent known as JP. But JP is on a mission of his own to harness an ancient and dark power. It's Shurikens versus Shadaloo in the jungles of Central America, written by Aaron Sparrow, interior art by Royce Sutherland, who did the A cover. Got a B cover from Matthew Weldon. Jeffrey Cruz. Available on June 24th from Udon Entertainment. Moving on up to the mid-size press, we got Boom Studios Power Rangers Unlimited. This new series gets you ready for a groundbreaking new story featuring all your favorite Rangers across time and space. This is it, Power Rangers fans. All of your favorite Rangers for every season and every series of the long-running television and comic series will finally be united in ways you've never even dreamed. At a mysterious base on the planet Equitar, a morphenomenal program is taking shape. From Joey Esposito and artist Alessio Zano, who did this A cover, we got a fully dressed variant by Cully Hamner. Alessio Zano in a Every Ranger Ever cardstock connecting variant. A foil version of the Alessio Zano cover. Ooh, and we got this big reveal variant with art by Inhyuk Lee. It's Power Rangers Unlimited #1. Debuting on July 1st from Boom Studios. Moving on over to Dark Horse Comics, we've got BPRD Hellboy and the BPRD ongoing number 96. This is a one-shot story entitled The Monster of Nivola. Rumors of a monster bring Hellboy to a nearby abandoned town in Sardinia, where the search for the creature leads to a local abbey with a shocking secrets of its own. Writer Christopher Golden and artist Danielle Serra join Mike Mignola in exploring the meaning of true monstrosity in this standalone Hellboy one-shot. It's a great jumping on point. And features acclaimed artist Danielle Serra joining the Hellboy universe. Available on June 24th with an A cover by Danielle Serra. Nicholas Namiri on this creepy B cover. Available on June 24th. Ooh, we get a second issue of Hidden Springs. That was my pick of the week this week from Rob Williams and Nil Vendrell. Over at Dynamite Entertainment, the Archie crossover with Army of Darkness continues with number 5, and this B cover by Bill Galvan. Dynamite's Disney Villains licenses continue with Gaston number 4. And we get a new issue of Space Ghost from David Pepos, Jonathan Lau interiors, Michael Cho cover on this C variant. Thundercats crossover with Silverhawks. This is number 3, Declan Shelby cover. And the debut of Altered States Warlords. Welcome to Altered States, Dynamite Entertainment's parallel reality in the vein of DC's Elseworlds and Marvel's What If. Our debut Altered States title starts with Red Sonja, the she-devil Hyrkanya, finding herself transported to Barsoom, better known to Earth readers as Mars, in the ancient past of the mysterious Red Planet. What happens there sets up events that will ripple across the planet and will draw in the legendary heroes Vampirella, John Carter, Deja Thoris, and direct from Earth, the Lord of the Jungle himself. From writer David Avallone, joined by rising star Mariano Benitez Chapo and cover artist Joseph Michael Linsner. Mike Ruth, cool monster head. Mariano Benitez Chapo. All for Altered States Warlords number 1, June 10th. Also debuting from Dynamite Entertainment, it's Supernatural Special Castile One Shot. From Preti Chiber and artist Pasquale Quilano. I have a feeling I pointed this out last week. It's on FOC again this week. There it is. It's got covers. Look, a handsome boy. Supernatural Special Castile. One shot. IDW Dark releases the 4th issue of A Quiet Place Storm Warning on June 24th. From Phil Hester and Ryan Kelly on the cover. Star Trek Starfleet Academy Lost Contact number 3 with a photo cover. And the Shredder series hits number 9 from the TMNT universe. Dan Waters, Sid Kotian, Matthias Santiluco cover. And the Saturday Morning Adventures continues with number 38 of this TMNT kid-friendly series, Eric Burnham, Dan Shaning. Ooh, it's the Dave Stevens cover for The Rocketeer, The Island, number 4. And Twilight Zone hits number 8. This features a one-shot story by Gabriel Hardman, who does this a cover. And Valiant Beyond All New Harbinger number 7 features a jump on point with a new story by Fred Van Lent and Eric Tamayo. Zulima Lavina cover on A. And Valiant Beyond Bloodshot number 4 Man-Made Hell. This is a new jump on point for that series as well. All new story arc. Moro Mantala writing, Christian Rossi interiors, Kenny Wong cover. And capping off the mid-size press with Arcadia number 6 from the Ignition Press. Inaki Miranda, the Miranda brothers. And Showdown number 2, this series just debuted from Dave Welgosh, Tad Galusha, Steve Lieber cover. Happy birthday, Steve Lieber. And the 3rd issue of Tyler Rake, an extraction story. Andy Parks, Ronan Claquette, Marco Santucci cover. And then we get the debut of the brand new series from Ignition Press, B. Claymore, Daniel Gett. This is Dispatched. MacGyver meets Die Hard in this life or death unboxing. Estranged from his family and living under a government-issued alias, ex-Black Ops agent Morgan Power endures a life in suburban exile as a delivery driver for a major global courier company. It's a 180 from his action-packed classified work abroad until a routine shift puts him in the crosshairs of a domestic terrorist takedown. Uh-oh. B. Claymore, Daniel Gett, David Lapham, cover on the B. We've got an A cover from Daniel Gett that debuts on June 24th from Ignition Press. Dispatch number 1. All right, that does it for our look at the small press. Let's move on over to Last Call for Image Comics this week. There it is. Okay, back to it. We've got in Image Comics, it's Blood and Thunder, number 14. Cool cover by E.J. Sue. Dork, number 5. Shipping on June 10th, it's Free Planet number 13. Jed Doherty cover. Ghost Pepper, number 12. End of story arc from Ludo Lullaby, Adriana Lucas. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, 329. Larry Hama, Paul Pelletier. A second printing of Invincible Universe Battle Beast. And a second printing of Invincible Universe Capes, number 5. Well, that's a new cover by Chris Burnham. Kaya, number 35 from Wes Craig. Lady Mechanica, a Mechanical Menagerie, number 2 of 4. Spawn, Rat City, number 25, big anniversary issue from Erica Schultz and Z. Carlos. The Thing on the Doorstep comes to its disturbing final issue on June 10th. And the penultimate issue of Tigress Island with a cover by Epic. Transformers number 33, Optimus, new Autobot team reveal. David Nakayama cover. And Witchblade number 22, Giuseppe Cafaro cover. And then we have the debut of a one-shot set in the Gehenna series. This is a standalone adventure following up on Gehenna Naked Aggression. Gehenna travels to Japan to end the Yakuza contract on her life. But she finds they do business a little differently in the land of the rising sun. Featuring gorgeous interior art from infamous mangaka Atsuji Yamamoto, previously of Metal Men and X-Men. It's Gehenna in Tokyo. This one shot drops on June 10th and has a host of magnificent variant covers, with an A cover by interior artist Atsuki Yamamoto. A wraparound cover by Marco Ferreri. Samaru. Autumn Bellflower. This is cover E by Pass. Maurizio Rosenzweig, who did the art on the original series. And Zawayuki. It's Gehenna in Tokyo. This one shot drops on June 10th. The response to the first series was a little tepid, so if you're interested in any of these variants, make sure you place those orders in Comichub before Sunday at midnight. All right, we get the debut of this all new ongoing series from the legendary Jay Lee. When 17-year-old Dev moves to Japan, she stumbles into an underground world of illegal street racing, where speed is power and mutation wins championships. This high-octane sci-fi drama set in a new near-future Tokyo is fast and furious by way of K-pop demon hunters from writer Lily Wyndham and Robert Wyndham, and featuring interiors and this A cover by Jay Lee and June Chung. Got a B cover by John J. Muth. That's right, John J. Muth. That is beautiful. I love that art. It's M1 Monster Racing League number 1, June 10th. Image Comics, Jay Lee, hooray. And to cap off this last call segment on Image Comics, it's the amazing, it's the notorious, it's the uncountable Youngblood number 1. Youngblood arrives at an incredible benchmark. The team is united as it prepares to wage a final attack on its most formidable foe. Strange alliances are forged. The world's greatest comic book artists have assembled to provide amazing covers celebrating the 100th issue of the comic that started Image Comics. This issue 100 features 32 pages. It drops on June 10th. And features outstanding covers by none other than the boss himself, Rob Liefeld, on a B, and a C. Look at that beautiful hair. We got a Whilce Portacio variant on D. Eric Larson. All right. That's cool. We need a Youngblood series by Eric Larson. Mark Silvestri. Rob Liefeld and Todd McFarlane. That's right. Looky. Got a Jim Valentino variant. A Rob Liefeld foil variant. Ooh, look, we get some more Rob Liefeld variants. This one is helped out by none other than Robert Kirkman. We get a recolored Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane variant. Hey, look, it's Youngblood number 100, available on June 10th from Image Comics. And that does it for our focus on Image Comics. There it is. Next up, we will focus all of our attention on all the new books that are going to print from DC Comics. And we'll kick it off with Action Comics 1099. Beautiful cover by Ryan Sook. Drops on June 10th. Barbara Gordon Breakout. That amazing new series from Mariko Tamaki, Amake Nwapan, and a creepy Dan Mora cover. Bleeding Hearts continues with this Stepan Morian cover. Emperor Aquaman with a guest appearance by Hal Jordan, John Timms cover. Fury of Firestorm continues. This third issue of this 8-issue miniseries drops on June 10th with a Rafael De La Torre cover. Green Lantern Corps number 17. This book just seemed to start attracting people's attention over the last week or so. I'm glad to see it. This is fun. From Morgan Hampton, Fernando Pasarin. Justice League Dream Girls, a DC Pride event. This 4-issue weekly shipping miniseries set for June 10th with a cover by Brandt and Stein. Nice House on the Sea, number 10 of 12. James Tiny in the 4th, Alvaro Eduardo Martin, June 10th. Get Supergirl number 14 with a B cardstock variant by the Dodsons. That's pretty cool. And we get a facsimile edition of Supergirl and the Legion of Superheroes, reprinting not only the amazing interiors by Mark Waid and Barry Kitson, but this outstanding cover by Adam Hughes at the height of his power. And we also get a variant by Alex Saviuk. And here's the big one from DC Comics, folks. Very excited for the debut of this 6-issue miniseries by Scott Snyder, Shea Grayson, and artist Bengal. With all the wealth, with all the gear, with all the skills. She is the absolute apex predator. Selena Kyle has carved a good life for herself through her ingenuity and skills. She's become the greatest thief the world has ever known. With high-tech gear and weaponry, there's no place to secure for Catwoman. But when someone from her past comes knocking at her door, Selena's life comes crashing down. And she'll need to get to the bottom of a mystery, taking her all around the globe. From Shea Grayson, Scott Snyder, and artist Bengal, Catwoman bursts into the scene in the absolute universe. Drops on June 10th with an A cover from David Nakayama. A cover by Bengal. A B cover by David Nakayama. Carrie Andrews. Sozo Micah. Absolute Catwoman. Look how pretty that is. All right, that's it for our focus on DC Comics for Last Call. Let's move right on over into Last Call for Marvel Comics. First thing on Marvel Comics this week is The Deadly Hands of Kunlun, number 5. This might be the final issue, but a new villain debuts. It's Hornhead Guy. Bleeding and outmatched, Lin Lai faces his brother in a battle so cataclysmic it sends shockwaves through the 7 heavenly cities. Imperial Guardians, number 4, with the most metal cover from Marvel this week. Sean Isaacs. Rock and roll. Predator Bloodshed, Predator versus MMA Fighters, Good Times. Jordan Morris, Roland Bashi, Ken Lashley cover. Punisher number 5. Sorcerer Supreme. Lyrics Lee cover. It's The Talk. Amazing Spider-Man number 31. Peter Parker's world will never be the same. Don't miss out on the most pivotal issue on one of the most pivotal issues in Spider-Man history from Joe Kelly, Patrick Gleason cover, and we get a new Alex Ross variant promoting the Marvel Dimensions hardcover. Spectacular Spider-Man Brand New Day continues with number 2 and the Punisher's Dream Gun. Wonder Man number 4, Luciano Vecchio cover. And Magic and Colossus in the final battle as it begins from Ashley Allen, German Peralta, David Nakayama cover. Inglorious X-Force number 6. June 17th, we'll see the debut of Uncanny X-Men number 30. Mars Needs Mutants. X-Men United number 4, also on June 17th. And also with an Alex Ross Marvel Dimensions variant. Since this one doesn't have any X-Men on it, he's not an X-Men. This one will be ordered conservatively. All right, let's wrap up Marvel in a big way with this new What If project. This is the first of several one-shots, one-issue stories. This one is What If Thor got Spider-Man's symbiote? I don't know. Amid the chaos, there comes a costume, but not to the hero you know. Legend has it that bonding with the symbiote suit made the Thor mightier still. But what shadows lurking in the 10 realms would take interest in such a powerful pairing? From writer Torin Gronbeck, interior artist Sergio Davia. We got covers from Lucas Vernick on A, Paulo Sequeira on B, Sergio Davia Secret Wars tribute. What If Thor number 1 drops on June 17th. And finally, wrapping up our spotlight on new comics that are going to print this Monday. We have the new Marvel Swimsuit special. This one called Brand New Beach Day. There it is. Brand New Beach Day. The swimsuit season returns again. Get your superhero beach bods ready. You asked for it, so you've got it. The return of the Marvel Swimsuit special. Don't worry. We also heard your complaints that allegedly we've been too safe and had too many words, so we're making this one sexier than ever. We'll see. Plus, 4 fun, zany, half-naked stories from across the Marvel Universe to whet your appetite so you can still say you read it for the articles. from a host of different creators, including Cody Ziegler, Pasquale Ferry, and an A cover by J. Scott Campbell. Got an art germ, Inhyuk Lee, a to be revealed Terry Dodson variant. Uh-oh. It's that swimsuit special time again, folks. The Marvel Swimsuit Special brand new Beach Day #1 drops on July 1st, like it should. And that does it for our focus on Last Call this week. But before I let you go, let's take a quick look at some upcoming events. This Monday is our monthly Brain Candy event. This is our 78th episode of Brain Candy. It drops on Monday, May 18th at 7 p.m., featuring poetry from Dennis Heinrichsen, the prose of Kayla Chenault, the musicianship of Amelia Ward, and the visual art of Juliana San Roman. This event is completely free and put together by the Daniel E. Wickett Legacy Committee. Check it out, folks. This Monday, Brain Candy number 78, Monday, May 18th, 7 p.m. Look at all those great folks. Can't wait to see them. And this event will be hosted by Cal Freeman. And it's a monthly live program of prose, music, poetry, and visual art curated by the Daniel E. Wickett Legacy Committee. Then, let's see, June 12th, that's just 1 month from today. Yeah. Is our bi-monthly drink and draw event that is co-hosted by our friends at Blick Art Material at Downey Brewing Company, downeybrewingcompany.com for more information, directions, and whatnot. We will be there, and Blick Art Materials will be providing pencils, markers, paper, and more. Check out our favorite neighborhood brewery, Downey Brewing Company, for Drink and Draw, June 12th. Did that. Okay, yeah. And then our next big Brain Scan live stream is this Tuesday at 7 p.m. 6:30 p.m. Check out all the new comics on the eve of New Comic Book Day. Join your host, Katie Merritt, and myself as cameraman. Brain Scan, 6:30 Tuesdays, YouTube. And thank you so much for joining me on Last Call for final orders this week. Before we wrap up, a quick update. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. All of the links you need for our shopping cart, website, and Comichub are right below in the description. Don't forget, please confirm those items in your Comichub cart before the deadline this Sunday at midnight. And remember, we are spreading the love of comics and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. 41 years. Feed your brain at Green Brain Comics. Thanks for watching, folks.
Emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call, the final order report from Green Brain Comics.